Are we on? Hello, my friend. I've been trapped in a prison and challenged to escape out. So, can we do it? Just me and you guys? So, I don't know. Oh, and just to let y'all know, my face cam is just for the intro, so I'll see y'all later. Let's get into the game. So first things first, we have to get the frick out of here. Because I don't know where we are. We've been trapped in a prison. So far all I see is minecart. But this one is the only one with a chest, so let's open it. Ooh, we got a diamond and a cooked chicken. Okay, I don't know what we can do with that. Let's take these minecarts, because you'll never know when you'll need it. Just like Eli Stream said, you'll never know what you'll need. Okay. Bad news. I am in, turns out, I'm in adventure mode. I can't break anything. So this might be tougher than we thought. Okay, so I started looking around the next room, and I saw zombies on one side, and I saw more zombies on the other side. I know I couldn't take out that many zombies with just myself, but I know and just soon enough we were able to kill him and get the rotten flesh. Now we had access to another chest, which gave us 3 swords. So I also took the cart and continued. Now that we have weapons, we are now able to fight. We can now fight super easily. Okay. Now we have access to the next room. It was just a hallway so far, and I started walking through the hallway, and so far nothing bad was happening until I got caught. Hi. I started looking around the room. There had to be a secret door or something until I went back to the next room but didn't see anything. I started walking around the room again, this time looking everywhere, being extra cautious. There had to be a secret lever or something. I started looking around. So far, there was nothing. I was starting to give up. I started thinking of a way to get through there, but there was no way until I found this. After flicking that lever, I didn't hear anything, but I began walking. Nothing yet. Until I went back, and there it was. There was a door open. I stepped outside the gate, and it turns out it's a checkpoint. I flicked the lever and it opened. There was a bunch of zombies on the other side. I quickly shut it. Before moving on, I looked around the room to make sure. After checking around, I opened the door and began fighting. I continued down the room, and turned out there were just some simple jumps. Nothing too hard. I flicked the lever, and then I think I heard something. I went back to the room, and in fact there was there seemed to be like a code with blazes in it. I just ignored it and continued. Stop me that easily. I quickly ate the one piece of food I did have and began to I killed the zombies, which gave me rotten flesh, which could come useful. I found another lever. I'm an idiot. I flicked the lever again. It turns out there was some lava parkour. This is definitely where I want to rely on my parkour skills. So I looked around the room to make sure I was doing the parkour correctly. And one wrong jump and I would I looked around to see if there was anything I could reach. There was nothing. Ignore that notification. As I was saying, I started looking around to make sure there wasn't anything. I didn't see anything, so I went back to the next step. I missed the jump cut and I ended up falling into lava. I died, but I kept my items. I respawned exactly where we were before. Just continued down the same hallway. We were back. I started doing the parkour again, being extra cautious to make sure I didn't miss anything. I ended up falling in again due to a missed jump. Okay, this is difficult. Frick! I started using my techniques again. This time being extra careful. I jumped to the ladder and began looking around, making sure there was nothing secretive that I needed. After looking, I jumped, but I completely missed. I was starting to rage, but I didn't give up, because you never gotta give up, even when the going gets tough. I continued walking. It seemed like we were gonna be here for a while, and like I said, one wrong plunge, and I'm done for. I walked towards and quickly jumped, but missed. There had to be something I was missing. What the hell? I knew I was gonna need something to make wet. So I looked around again. I leaped and made sure there was nothing around. Looking. I was scared to go for another leap because if I had missed it, I would die immediately. I quickly looked around the room, making sure there was nothing. I didn't see anything. Unless this was all a trick. It was a 5-block jump. But it's not technically impossible to make a 5-block jump. But in my case, it definitely was. There's no way I could make that 5-block jump. Unless I had something. I needed another block. So where was I supposed to get a block? I didn't know, so I started searching around. If I had a block, I could build one forward, which would allow me to jump more simply. At this point, I got used to the sound of burning lava, so yeah. This was going not as good as I expected. I checked my inventory and remembered the minecart. If there was a way to get the chest out of the minecart, I could use that to my advantage. But there's no way to do that. I can make a 5-block jump. I was lucky. But I wasn't the luck type today. I began looking around the other room to make sure I didn't miss anything. There was nothing. I kept searching. I I continued my leap. I tried and tried and tried. But here comes the same problem. I'm in the air. With no way to get to that point. I would need a ladder to perform the ladder trick. But it didn't have a ladder. And without a ladder, I couldn't perform the ladder trick. I was about to give up. But then I remembered my word. Never give up. Even when the going gets tough. And then finally, never. I was such an idiot. Not noticing that there was a lever behind me. I quickly flicked the lever and began the parkour. I finally made it to the other side, where I was met with the I didn't know what that did. So I went back and the lever was I knew there were gonna be more. I had opened the door and looked around. I found a chest with 3 more diamonds in it and a bit more food. It should keep me going. Then I saw some ladder parkour, and before I left, I went back to make sure I wasn't missing anything. I took the lever again. Turns out it just closed my door. So I needed the lever to stay on. I went through the door, made sure I wasn't able to break the chest, so I couldn't take it with me. So and then I did what I haven't done before. Ladder parkour. As you guys saw earlier, I'm not the ladder parkour type. But I was able to do it in one go. Let's go! Can't touch this. More zombies appeared, but at this point, I already knew how to fight them. I had died from the zombie because the lever had gotten into my hotbar. Dang lever. I went back to the room. I was really mad because I had to do the same parkour to get back. But I didn't mind. It was fun. The parkour here was fun. But somehow I had missed a jump. Frick! This time I decided to stay calm and concentrate. Soon the diamond prison will be escaped. I promise you. Come on. No! Oh my God. I was starting to get really mad, but I stayed calm and continued. Okay, warm myself up. Go. Okay, come on. Come on. Don't miss. Please. I threw my sword right away and began beating up the zombie. After beating the zombie up, I opened the door. And to my surprise, there was another door there. And I realized that this was a lava death trap. One wrong jump and I was plunging into that lava. And there's an example for you. Now that I knew the worst that could happen, I wasn't afraid anymore, and I continued my leaps, being extra careful not to jump in and make the same mistake. I did the final jump perfectly, and I looked around, confused. What? I looked on the ceiling, there was nothing. I looked down below the lava, nothing. This bothered me. I was so confused until I looked back. I saw a lever on the top. I had flicked the lever and went back. And there was another hallway. Let's go. Is that the way out? As I assumed, it was the layout. Shut. Haha. And I set my spawn point, and I was back in another ladder parkour. I was really terrified at this because, as you guys saw before, we were stuck. But this time, I knew I was gonna have to be brave and do this the right way. So far, they were easy jumps, but I wasn't judging. I had made another jump, but I ended up falling into lava because of my idiot brain. My brain isn't working today. But luckily for me, the parkour was mostly easy, except for some of the parts I kept dying in. This was starting to bother me, but I stayed calm and continued. I clutched on a ladder and did a few more. I clutched another ladder. I looked around this time for levers, didn't see any. Come on! No! This was starting to bother me. I was getting really bugged. But I stayed calm, as I told Joe, and continued. But this game was starting to... I was getting mad, but I stayed calm. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe to watch me escape more prisons. Because this one is very hard. For some reason, it wouldn't let me clutch. So I thought there was something hitting my head that stopped me. So before I did the jump, I made sure there was nothing above my head and went for it. But something had blocked my jump. This was getting really, really, really hard. Stay calm. I slowly made sure there was nothing above my head and jumped, finally making it. Continuing with the same parkour, I clutched and ran. Come on! No! This is freaking gay! I was getting upset, but I knew it was not the time to get upset. It was the time to be brave. I forgot to make sure. And you guys know I'm a command person. Y'all know y'all seen me cheat in a few videos using commands. So I'm trying to do this prison without commands. Come on. Okay, make sure there's something. No! I had misclicked and I ended up falling into the lava. Okay, I got this. Come on, Gabriel, you got this. With the power of my Krabby Patties. I'm kidding. I continued the jumps, but so far it was just a normal present. I got ready again and kept making these jumps. I jumped one more time and missed again. I knew that jump was makeable. I knew that jump was doable. For some reason, my game wasn't allowing me to do it that easily. I ended up falling in again, and I was getting really, really pissed off. But the game knows best, and I knew I had to do my best. I kept jumping and leaping. After doing the parkour so many times, I was starting to get used to it. I lined up, but for some reason, I was right on the edge of that block, and for some reason, it didn't let me make the jump. Was my game lagging? So I thought, but I made sure to check before the video. It definitely was not lagging. Frick! I kept jumping and jumping and jumping. This parkour got more difficult the farther I went. I made sure there was nothing above me and ran and finally made the jump. If I fell now, I was gonna be mad. Made sure there was nothing above me and went for it. Being extra careful this time. I definitely did not want to fall. After getting so far. Do not touch, do not touch, do not touch. I flicked the lever. I was curious to see what that lever did. And I ended up falling. Dang it! I knew I was gonna have to die. But I didn't expect the lever to do that. After I fully made it up, I ended up falling back down. And this time I had 0 blocks to mark to. But I decided one cheat wouldn't hurt, right? So I gave myself an ender pearl. For some reason my thing glitched, so I tried again. I made an ender pearl. I had gotten the ender pearl and I slowly aimed at eating it. And I was right. I didn't trust that lever anymore and just continued. I fell through and turns out I was in a water. I went down the water. I opened the door, but there was zombies. There were tons and tons of zombies. I began pounding the zombies. One of my swords broke, so this was bad. I had killed all the zombies. And just to make sure I didn't burn. I flipped the next lever and entered the next room. It was more parkour, but this time it didn't have to do with burning. It was just water beneath. I ended up falling a few times because I realized I had to fall. There was a lever underneath, so I flicked it. If I didn't fall, I wouldn't have noticed that lever. I ended up falling again and again, but I didn't care. As long as it wasn't lava. I finally made the 3rd jump and continued. But these jumps were hard. If you guys are enjoying this video so far, make sure to like and subscribe to watch me do more prisons and other fun challenges. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. It will help me out. Okay, let's continue. This parkour was getting harder and harder by the second. I didn't know what to do, but I kept going, and soon I had made it. There was a minecart, so I hopped in it and began moving. Then suddenly, I read, "Leave me a comment if you would like to play part 2. Well done, you have escaped." Creator, BZBlox, subscribe on YouTube. Guys, shout out to BZBlox for making this wonderful prison. And also, we finally escaped. I looked in the chest, and in Holy Toledo, there were a ton, and I mean a ton, of diamonds. There were so many I could barely fit it. And we got full diamond tools. There were more and more diamonds in each chest. We had finally escaped. So let's put on our new shiny armor. And grab our new tools. What a crazy adventure. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe and I will do even more crazy prisons. And maybe some escape rooms. This prison was difficult, but we did it, and that's all that matters. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.